Hey everybody. So Tim Pool is quickly becoming my favorite con artist in politics. He's one of these guys that constantly says that he's like a liberal and that he like leans more Democrat. But whenever it comes down to it, he sides with Republicans. He's going to support Donald Trump over Joe Biden. I mean, this is just not. He's just not a liberal. And he spends all his time talking about like cancel culture and why like the fact that they're gonna like change the Aunt Jemima logo, why that's like the most important thing of this generation, and like cancel culture is like PC politics. These are like the real pertinent issues, and like I mean that's just ridiculous. I mean most of these things have no material ramifications. But this is where Tim Pool spends the most of his time talking about things. And for a while, I thought it was because that's what he cares about. But after watching this video, I think that there's a good chance that he just doesn't understand other issues, and that's why he doesn't talk about them. Because he is looking at Joe Biden. Joe Biden recently put out like a list of the policies that he's going to support, and Tim Pool gets to the healthcare section, and his analysis on this has me asking so many questions and wondering how Tim Pool talks about politics for a living. I genuinely don't understand how he can. All right, I'll just play the video and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Healthcare. While there is no Medicare for all, which is one of Sanders' signature proposals, it does call for the establishment of a higher quality public option plan without deductibles, administered by the government, not private companies with no copays, allowing people to enroll in Medicare at 60 instead of 65. Democrats will also make available on the marketplace a platinum-level federally administered health insurance option with low fees and no deductibles so that everyone will have access to this high-quality, low-cost plan. Low-income Americans will be automatically enrolled in this federally administered option at zero cost to them, the document reads. How is that not Medicare for all? I'm sorry, you're saying low-income people will just get it? That sounds like Medicare for all. Listen, on the surface, a high-quality public option without deductibles, I support. I like the idea. Now, you're going to have to give me the financials before I throw my weight behind it, but I am in favor.
All right, so that's his analysis right there, and he doesn't know what a public option is. Like, this is his job. His job is talking about this stuff, and he does not know what Medicare for all is. He does not know what a public option is, and like that's just. I am baffled. I am so confused. And so just to clarify for everyone. So what a public option is their private health insurance exists and there are, forms of private insurance, but there's also a public option. And this is an option, healthcare that is provided by the government that people can choose to enroll in. And poor people, they are just kind of, obviously because they can't like afford private health insurance, they, opt into the public option. And some public options plan have a portion where like low-income people are automatically opted into it, such as Joe Biden's plan. And then there are others that are, not always like that. But it's obviously this, like what was described was a public option. That is what Joe Biden is proposing. And one of the reasons that just right away that that this is not Medicare for all is that Medicare still exists in this plan. It even talks about it. And Joe Biden's plan is that the Medicare age will be lowered from 65 to 60. That's a public option. Joe Biden's plan is a public option. What Medicare for all is the elimination of all private insurance, and like there is just Medicare for all. Like that is people's health insurance. Like there is no like your employer doesn't provide health insurance anymore. You don't like buy private insurance anymore. It is just Medicare for all, and everybody's on it. You can buy like supplemental insurance, and that's that's like stuff that you would buy like on top of the things that Medicare for all provides. But in terms of like the basic things, Medicare for all is your health insurance. Tim Pool doesn't know that. He's just like he like reads like a public option and he goes, "How is that not Medicare for all?" And then he says, "I would support a public option." But it's like he doesn't know what a public option is because they just described a public option to him. And like I'm just so confused, guys. I really am. I'm just so confused because like I don't understand how he can read that and say, cause it's like the article even it spells it out for him. It's not Medicare for all. This is a public option, and they use the term like high quality. I mean that's obviously that's subjective and it depends on everything. I don't think we should have a public option. I think we need Medicare for all. But it's like whether or not you support it is one thing. Tim Pool doesn't know what it is. And it's like, how can we take his opinion on whether or not Medicare for all is good? He doesn't know what it is. And he says he would support a public option. And he talks about, like, I need to see the financials before, like, I throw my weight behind it. He doesn't even read the plans. He doesn't even know what they are. And this is, like, he's, like, a big, like, YouTuber. Like he has this video that we're looking at. It has 185,000 views. That's a lot of views. This is a lot more than this video, that's for sure. But Tim Pool doesn't know what Medicare for All, what a public option is, and that's I find it pretty hilarious because I'm not a huge fan of Tim Pool. I disagree with him a lot. This is hilariously. Tim Pool like made like a bunch of videos about like why AOC was gonna lose and why like AOC was just like, oh, like left wing politics are out and like this is gonna be like the you know, the turning of the tables and that like it's over. AOC won with like over 70% of the vote in her primary. And it was just so funny because Tim Pool was talking about, he's like, you know, I don't normally support people donating to like races that like aren't in their state. He goes, but I have donated to AOC's opponent because I think this is really important. And Michelle Cabrera, who was AOC's opponent, got obliterated. And so like it's just like Tim Pool is just so, I would go as far to say that he's like dishonest. I want to say dishonest. I don't know. I mean, or at least willfully ignorant in some cases. In instances like this, I think he just genuinely doesn't know. But yeah, I just found this pretty funny, and I was watching this video, and I just like had to do a double take, and I'm like, what the, you don't know what a public option is. And so yeah, I hope you guys, if you guys disagreed with anything I said, if Tim Pool is your favorite YouTuber, I apologize. Please comment down below why you love Tim Pool. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great